Man, oh man, got a radio show. Yeah, I do. God's so big to me, man. I just have to tell you about it. I can't help it. It's rather obvious to me how big, how good God is. He's absolutely tremendous. He's off the chain. You know, man, I wanted to share something with you today. You know, if you're out there, start your mission today. Why don't we all decide together? Better yet, let's just kill that because you don't. That just individually. Look, you listening. Everybody's got something that's on the table that they haven't yet attacked yet. What are you waiting for? Start your mission today. Stop the procrastination now. And if you allow procrastination to set in, then that allows then, which is a weakness, but that allows the devil then to just really do his thing. Because an idle mind is the devil's playground. So if you ain't working on your goals, dreams, aspirations, or visions, you just waking up seeing how today gonna go, or the devil, he got plenty for you to do. See, but if you get your mind right on your goal and your focus and your purpose, then you can go on about your business. Then when the distraction comes, you can catch yourself. Now, that don't mean you ain't going to fall prey to some of your distractions, because you will. But you will have a goal in mind, an aspiration that makes you go, hold on, man, I got to stay focused here, because what I really want, where I'm really trying to go, the thing that I'm really after, this new little thing that's being introduced, this don't fit into the equation. Man, let me keep it moving. Or you may step off the line for a little while. Like I said yesterday, the thing about God is he's so forgiving that if you get out of line, he'll hold your place. See, that's the real cool thing. A lot of people will do that for you, too. Like I said, if you're at the movie theater or you're at the amusement park and you're in a line and you forget something, if you politely ask the person behind you, hey, man, I got to run to my car, I left something, would you hold my place? Most people will say, fine, yeah, go ahead. And when you come back, they don't have a problem. See, your problem is you want to get out the line, go do something, then come back and just get up in the line further up than you were, or cut somebody. Now you got a problem, because see, everybody looking at you now like, oh, whoa, partner, where you come from? The line start back here. But see, the thing with God is God don't do that. God don't say the line start back here. God holds your place. When you make a mistake and you fall off the line, God holds your place. But if you ain't got no dreams, aspiration, if you ain't got no place, what he holding for you? See, I mean, he got a place for you, but you got to come to him. See, some people, here's what I'm saying. If you got a goal, an aspiration, a dream, and you fall off track momentarily, you can get back to that, because God knows where you left off. Now, you may have to accomplish a few more things since you stopped for a long period of time, but God knows where you left off. You can get back on track. Look, man, this dream of being on TV since I was a kid, it got off track now. It got off track. I just kept it as one of the dreams. And in some real dark moments when it looked like it wasn't going to happen, all I was hanging on to was just a hope that one day it could. But that's what faith is really about. Faith is the belief in things that you cannot see. But faith gives you the confidence to keep hoping, man. Sometimes it just keep hope alive. Sometimes, you heard Jesse Jackson say it, just keep hope alive. Sometimes, man, it's just the hope. I was hanging on a hope. And I'm talking about when it got real ugly and funky out there for me, when it looked like I wasn't going to ever make it. And all of the facts was in and everything pointed in the direction you're not going to make it. You done really messed up this time. Then I sat there and I just hung on to the hope. But man, that's what I'm saying. If you got a dream or an aspiration or vision or something, when you fall off track and you want to go get back in line, God holds your place. He knew I was off track and out of line, but he said, okay, here's where we stopped. You want to be on TV. Now, when you get it together and you quit tripping and you come and you turn to me, I'm going to hold your place, put you back in line, then we go and finish the journey. That took me a lot longer to get here than I wanted to, but then it was necessary because I needed all of them mishaps to happen to me along the way. So when I got on the radio one day, which I did not see coming, Steve Harvey got a radio show, y'all. That's why I say it every day. See, because of this radio show that I didn't see coming, now I have stories to tell. And I can tell you about me better than I can tell you about anybody. And I done been through enough where it's relatable, where enough people can go, man, that happened to me. Appreciate you saying that. That's what it was for. See, I get it now. See, at the time, though, I didn't like what was happening to me. At the time, I was really in total disagreement with God on a lot of stuff he was pulling off on me. But in essence, I was really pulling it off on myself. But through his grace and mercy, he kept me through all of my mistakes, all my bad decisions, all my miscalculations, all my misfires, all the times I knowingly stepped out there and did wrong. He forgave me. He said, because, man, if you ever come to me, I have a plan for you that is going to be far and above. It will supersede everything you've ever dreamed of. That's what I did. I just got sick of me. Good and sick of me. And I turned it over to God, and then God started working. And here I am today. Now, is he through with me yet? Nope. Have I arrived yet? Nope. But guess what? The journey is cool. And then you know what I found out? That's kind of what it's like in life. If you done walked off the cliff in life and you ain't got no God in your life, it's like not having a parachute. You step off the cliff and you just free falling. Now that fall gets you closer to the grave, right? See, we all heading to the grave from the moment we're born. But the cool thing about a relationship with God is when you step off the cliff and you got God, he a parachute. You still going down, but it's a nice ride. You guide and you glide and you're softly, you enjoying, you look around, you smiling, you're meeting other people along the way. You're floating over here to ski a little while. You're over there at the beach for a little while. You mess around over here. You get to go out the country a little bit on your parachute and all that. And God just helps your descent appear more like a rise and more like a euphoric fall instead of not having no God in your life. And you just walking off that cliff every day, free falling. Ain't got no cord. You steady pulling. You hollering the whole way because you done messed around with yourself and ain't let God come into your life and provide a parachute for you. I would rather have a parachute since I got to jump every day than to not have one. God has been like a parachute for me. Ask me where that came from, I can't tell you. But like I always say, most good things that happen in my life that I can't explain, it's usually him.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies, gentlemen, people, aliens, animals, sea creatures, Loch Ness Monster, Bigfoot, anybody, Freddy, Krueger, Chucky, Jason, Frankenstein, Godzilla, King Kong, yes, and my dude, Zorro. Boy, out of nowhere. Zorro.
Right after King Kong.
Boy, I wanted a horse, a mask, and a sword. More than anything. This is Steve Harvey Morning Show, y'all. Shirley Strawberry, Carla Farrell, the Mouth of the South, Jr., and the legend of Nephew Tommy. Junior, what's on your mind today, man?
Hey, Unc, man, let's just talk about this, man. Let's just think about something. Wealth, man. Talk about wealth. Building wealth for your family and changing the generational direction. That's what pressure I'm under. That's what I'm working under, man. What's the first step in that, Unc? When did you start doing it?
Well, first of all, you have to be willing to take responsibility. And you just have to realize that this has been laid upon you. If it's on your heart and you're thinking about your legacy and creating wealth for your family and generational wealth, first of all, you have to take on the responsibility. It's a daunting task and it can be done. And then secondly, you have to want to do it. Ain't nobody finna hand it to you. Let's take the lottery, for example. In order to win the lottery, you have to play the lottery. In order for the lottery to get up to that number, a lot of people have to take a chance on it and miss. It's the chance that has to be taken in order for the possibility of the hit. So you've got to want to take on the responsibility. Now, that's a deep question, Junior. So I'm just going to scratch the surface and just let everybody know that there are levels to this. And if you approach it with the simple theory that inch by inch, anything's a cinch, it'll be a much easier task for you. So instead of trying to figure out how to become a billionaire, if you could just figure out how to become a thousandaire first, it makes it a little bit more seemingly doable. And then if you approach it inch by inch, anything's a cinch. If you approach it in incremental steps, set your goals in long-term, mid-term, short-term, and immediate goals. The first goal the person has to set is to start. That's the first goal. Do you know the average person never starts because they so worried about the long-term planning and stuff? The first goal you have to do is to start. And then you take it from there. That's the simpler way to put it, man. I could go into depth about this, but we don't have the time. Man, God is good.
That's a good one right
Yeah.
there.
Start.
You know how hard that is?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, guys. That was good. Let's start this show again, coming up in 32 minutes after the hour. Run that prank back with the nephew right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right. It is time to start your morning off with Run That Prank Back with the nephew. What you got, nephew?
Your baby going back to pre-K.
Hello.
Yes, I'm trying to reach Miss Thomas, please.
This is Miss Thomas. Who is it?
My name is Mr. Stapleton. I'm actually the principal over at elementary school.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at my records indicating that your son, Thomas, is going to be starting his first grade.
Mm-hmm. He's ready. My baby's ready.
Right. Listen, Miss Thomas, I've been going through actually all of the children's records that will be starting school, and I'm looking at your son's grades from his kindergarten year.
Mm-hmm. And he did good. Mm-hmm.
Well, no, not exactly. I mean, there's been a few, I actually spoke with the teacher who he was under in kindergarten, and it seems like he just really wasn't up to par as the rest of the children.
Now his conduct, now he talks, but he gets his work. So what else is she saying on that ain't right?
Well, what it seems to be, ma'am, is that his grades weren't up to par as the rest of the other children. She did tell me he was a disobedient child.
No, he's disobedient and talking, two different things. Come on.
Okay. Well, ma'am, listen, what we've decided here is we're going to let little actually do another year of kindergarten.
Oh, no, y'all ain't going to let him do another year of kindergarten. No, sir.
Ma'am, that's the only choice I
I'm
have
sorry.
after
You
looking.
No, we got our letter in the mail with our report card the week after school started, and it said on the back, promoted. And if I got to get up off this couch and go get it, I'm going to be off, because I'm telling you right now, we will be in the first grade. Kindergarten wasn't that hard. I'm not sure what they told you about him, but it must be the wrong.
Well, ma'am, from my understanding, he doesn't color as well as the rest of the kids. He's all out of the lines when he colors. He doesn't know his numbers completely, and that's kind of what we need when you first come into the first grade.
No, what I can show you on this paper, he did satisfactory all the way through. Now you about to me off, and I'm already sick calling me with some about my son flunking kindergarten. He ain't that kind of
He
dumb.
does not color well, ma'am.
Listen, coloring ain't got nothing to do with the daggone kindergarten. He is going to the first grade, and I'll be down there on August 24th.
Ma'am, I will not be able to allow you to get into school on August 20th.
I'm sorry, mister. I'm sorry. And let me tell you what. Let me go in and get my pencil and pen, because I don't live that far from this school. And if y'all already down there causing some conflict, I need to get up and go down there, because I'm not telling my baby when he come home today that he ain't going to the daggone first grade.
Ma'am, I hate to say it, but I'm going to have to refuse education from him on August 24th.
You know what? I just went back and put him in public school. I know that was a mistake in the first place. Fooling with y'all talking about some coloring. Give me your name again, sir.
Stapleton, ma'am.
And what's that number down there?
The number here is actually area code.
Wait a minute. I got the number. Never mind. I pulled up this report card. I got the number and your name on the back of this paper. I tell you what, August 24th, we'll be coming in there going to school, and I might make a trip around there this evening when I come from the doctor.
Ma'am,
to make sure that
the
you
bottom
show the right
line,
stuff.
ma'am, is I'm not
I don't want to hear that Coloring ain't got nothing to do with nothing else.
But
you shouldn't have sent the paper.
It's
I'm
not
sorry.
only coloring. His arithmetic is
I'm
bad.
sorry. No,
Are you working with him at home?
No,
Are you doing
listen,
anything
I work
as a
with my
parent?
son at home every day. What you trying to say? I'm an incompetent parent?
I'm just asking, as a parent, are you working with your
Yes,
child?
I'm working with my child every day. He can read better than you, probably.
No, he can't read, but I'm the
Yes,
principal.
he can read better than you because obviously you read that wrong on that paper that he's supposed to be going back to kindergarten when I know the paper said from his going to the first grade. And I'm not listening to no more of this about him going backwards. Now, if you got a problem with your paperwork, maybe you need to go talk to your secretary or somebody in there that wrote my baby name down wrong.
Your son's name, Thomas, ma'am.
I know it ain't him, baby. I know it ain't him. You're not going to sit up and tell me my son is flunking kindergarten. He is not going back to that kindergarten.
Don't bring your son down here August the 24th. Do you hear me?
I tell you what, be ready to whip me and my husband. But we will be down there August the 4th. Backpack, shoes, uniform, everything. You hear me?
I will not be able to allow him an education.
Are you down there right now? I will come down there right now and make that correction on that paper for you.
Can you bring
my baby is not going back to no kindergarten for no coloring.
Can you bring him down here and let him color for me so I can...
You talking about coloring, arithmetic, and all this stuff? No, No, I'm sorry. We will be down there August the 24th. I will have this report card in my hand that says you have been promoted to the first grade, and he's going to have a smile on his face, and so are you.
I got one more thing I need to tell you, man. Are you listening to me?
I'm listening. You ain't saying nothing yet. You better say something that sounds like the first grade, because I'm not playing. I would go down to this daggum administrative office, and I had fired because my son will be in that first grade.
Who are you raising your voice at? Who are you raising your voice at?
I'm talking to you. You talking crazy to me. I'm talking crazy to you.
What?
I'm a grown woman. I don't need to be explaining to you why I'm trying to defend my son.
Did you graduate?
Honey, I am a college degree person. I have a great job. My husband and I do well for ourselves and for our children, and that's why we know.
You're not even at work right now, man.
Listen, I'm sick, fool. I told you that when you called here. Waiting on the doctor to call me now. I'm probably missing my phone call.
Can you color? Because your son can't color.
Can I color? What kind of question is that to ask me, can I color? What are you, white or black? You asking me something. You asking me, am I colored?
No, I asked you, can you color?
No,
your son
I hear
can't.
some racist lines in there, can you color? No, my coloring and me being colored ain't got nothing to do with none of this. Is this a race thing?
No,
you trying to make sure you send him back?
No, I'm not trying to send him back. I want to send him back to color, to get his coloring together.
I tell you what, that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. And if you are the head person down there now, you are incompetent and you are an illiterate. Call me and tell me that my son has to go back to the first grade.
I got one more thing. You know what?
Me mixed up. I tell you what, I'm through with this conversation.
I'm through with this. I'm going to say one more thing, and I'm going to be out here. Are you listening?
I'm listening.
This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your girlfriend, Felicia.
I'm going to beat Felicia's I am going to beat her mother. You about to get tore out the frame. I mean, I'm writing numbers and everything. And I'm recording everything. I'm going to beat her because she know I don't play when it comes to my kids. Okay, that's all right.
All right, babe. One more question now. What is the baddest, I'm talking about the baddest radio show in the land?
The Steve Harvey Morning Show, baby.
All right, nephew. Thank you. Coming up next, it is Ask the CLO with the Chief Love Officer, Steve Harvey, in the building. Ready for your love questions right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour in entertainment news, Beyonce removes Khaleesi's sample and ableist slur on a Renaissance album. Plus, in other entertainment news, Wendy Williams is now a married woman. That's right. We'll talk about all of these stories at the top of the hour. But right now, it's time to ask the CLO, Chief Love Officer Steve Harvey. All right. Kenya in Atlantic City writes, my husband is going on a cruise with his siblings to celebrate his retirement. I think his sisters planned this trip because they know I get really bad motion sickness and I won't go. I understand they probably don't care for me, but why wouldn't my husband speak up on my behalf and plan a better vacation?
They don't want you there. Let me say this to you, sister. There is medication that you can get from your doctor. That's prescription meds that you could take 4 days before you go for altitude sickness and 4 days before you can go for motion sickness. And it will solve all your problems. Quit tripping. People make me sick. Always calling in and complaining about something. Why you got to exclude me? Learn how to swim. Hell.
Oh,
That's your response.
from the person
Do you
that
know how to
don't like to
swim?
swim. Right there.
Do you know how to swim? Yes.
So you
Yeah, I know
just
how to
tell her
swim. I know how to swim and get back. But you know, when you don't want to deal with the letter, I can just tell him anything.
So now it's just
You don't wanna
text,
deal
you know
with
what I
it?
mean?
That's not helping.
This ain't a love
All right.
question. She mad because they done planned the cruise. Everybody want to go on cruise, but your little sick ass. Take the pills, call your doctor, and get on the boat and celebrate your husband's
She's
retirement.
mad at her husband. That's what it is.
No, but why you mad at him? It's his retirement. They throwing something for him. Now, you want him to go to his sisters and make them replan it because your ass gets seasick. Go to your doctor and get the damn... Let me find out what the name of this medicine is, because I just had a
Dramamine?
friend of mine.
Dramamine.
No, Dramamine is over-the-counter medicine. It don't work. You get sleepy. You're going to miss the whole damn trip sleeping. Take Dramamine, your ass going to be sleepy. The name of the medicine is... I can't say it, but it's ACETAZOLAMIDE.
Okay.
So you want her to take something you can't say?
Acetaldehyde.
Okay.
That's a prescription med. Your doctor has to prescribe it to you. Please check into it and go enjoy your trip. Next question, Shirley.
Journey in Tucson says, I'm in my late 30s and I had a daughter when I was a junior in high school. Now that she's grown, I want to move into a smaller home and travel. My daughter feels like I'm pushing her out of my life, but she doesn't understand how much I gave up by being a young mom. How do I get her to understand?
That ain't her fault.
No, it's not.
That ain't her fault. All she got
Your
is her
fault.
mama.
Yep.
All she knew is her mama. Y'all been more like friends anyway. Y'all was close in age.
Yeah.
Now she gonna lose her mama and her friend. That's what it sound like to her. Now you talking about what you gave up. You made that decision. Junior high. What
Not
you mad at
junior
her
high.
for?
No,
Junior
in
in
high
high
school.
school.
Junior in high school.
11th grade.
Please.
About damn near the same thing.
No,
No,
it's
it's
not.
not.
Hey, but 2
Not at
years
all.
off. Hey, junior in high school, 2 years before junior high. No, see, you talking about now.
Oh, back
Junior high was 7 through 9. High school was 10 through 12.
Oh, now
Go
it's-
ahead, Shirley.
All right.
Well, mine was different than that.
All right. Well, Lauren in DMV area says, I'm a professional woman with a history of emotionally abusing my boyfriend, or at least that's what he told our therapist. He won't stand up to me when we argue, and that bothers me. Why won't he take control of this relationship?
Because you crazy. What the
He won't
hell?
stand up to me.
Stand
Looking for a
up to
fight.
you.
Yeah.
He tired of you. All this fighting and stuff. You are emotionally abusive to man, and why won't he stand up to you? Because when he stand up, you stand up more.
Yeah. You're already in therapy. Dang.
Damn.
What does she want?
Nutty ass.
Exactly.
Sitting up in here, now you want him
You
to
want
stand
to
out.
fight.
Why won't he fight me? Damn.
Stop
Why won't he
arguing.
take control of this relationship?
Why don't you quit arguing?
Yeah.
He needs to leave.
He don't want the relationship. This therapy is just so he can say he tried. He out.
Right,
He
exactly.
already got somebody else. Now go home and fight about that now. Ain't nobody taking all that nagging off you. Man, please. He your
You keeping it
boyfriend.
100.
Are they married?
Yeah, you should. No. It's
Oh
just her
no, he got
boyfriend.
somebody else. No, he got somebody else.
She emotionally abuses him.
And he done went somewhere where he don't get emotionally abused. What man don't do that?
All right, Lauren, you're about to lose your man.
He gone.
Lose your man. You're about to lose your man.
No,
You lost
but-
your man.
And how old is she?
She didn't say. She's a professional woman with the history of emotionally abusing her boyfriend. And that's what he
Right
told
there.
his therapist, at least.
That's what
Yeah.
he told her. That's why he got somebody else.
Ain't no man sticking
Why
around
wouldn't he
with you.
stand up to me
Ain't
when we argue?
nobody. Because
Bye.
you nutty.
Yeah, this is craziness right here.
A mess.
All right, last one.
Now I'm probably nutted and probably got banned off the things you can't say no more. but since I ain't
No,
got
you
the
can
list,
still say nutty. You can
Okay,
still say
nutty.
Uh-huh.
You ain't
You
gonna
can
lose
still
your
say that.
empire and get
Yeah, that's
canceled.
still acceptable.
yeah, over nutty.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to Andrea in Lake Charles. Andrea writes, my 17-year-old son snuck a female in my house and my husband caught them in the act. He came and told me not to go into the game room because he didn't want to embarrass our son. He said he'd handle our son later. A few days passed and he didn't punish our son. Shouldn't he be punished?
He's 17. Let me ask you a question. What is the punishment finna be? That's gonna
That's a
make
good
him
question.
not do that again.
Well, what, sneak a
Because
female
once
in the
you
house?
break the seal on the cookie jar,
Uh-huh.
all you want is cookies. So
Okay,
now, what
yeah.
punishment? Shirley, go ahead. I'm listening.
I mean, he snuck a female in the house.
Okay,
I mean,
just
he
tell me
broke
what you
that
think
rule.
the punishment ought to be. Tell me what that ought to be.
No
Okay,
car,
he can't
no
drive a
video
car.
games.
Yeah, all
Take
of
his
that.
phone.
Yeah.
No
That
video
only leaves
game.
time to focus
Yeah,
on
no
one
car,
thing.
no-
Dog.
Can I
can't
keep breaking
drive.
this girl up here though? Can I keep doing
No.
No, he cannot sneak another female.
They
in the
got
house.
FaceTime. Okay, what else you got?
No, if we take his phone, he don't.
Yeah,
You
take the
can't
phone.
take no
for sure.
17-year-old phone.
What?
17?
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
punishment, though. He's 17. He's not.
You don't
grown
think he
yet.
gonna go down there and get a
Okay.
track phone?
Well, he's gonna. Does he have a job? He'll have to ask me for the money, or his dad for the money.
And you think you finna
Do that.
close my life? There's way too much technical stuff going on. Punish this boy. I mean, I appreciate y'all wanting to put him on punishment and all this here,
Yeah.
but the daddy was probably going, boy, I
He
turned
was
that corner.
proud. He was
Double
Boy,
standard.
boy, I'll tell you something. Go, come on now.
All right, coming up at the top of the hour, thank you, CLO. Entertainment and trending headline news right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, Beyonce released her album Renaissance last week, and it has been filled with more drama. R&B singer Khalees said that Beyonce and music producer Pharrell disrespected her by using a sample of Milkshake without her permission. It seems like Khalees and Pharrell have an ongoing beef, and Beyonce has removed the interpolation of Milkshake on the track Energy, and it's the second revision of Renaissance. And albeit a slur that is often used to demean people with spastic cerebral palsy was removed as well from the track Heated earlier this week. And you can check this out too. Now, Monica Lewinsky has asked Beyonce to remove a lyric referencing her affair with former President Bill Clinton. She tweeted the link to a Variety article reporting on the controversy and added the caption, well, while we're at it, Partition, in reference to Beyonce's 2013 song Partition. In the track, Beyonce sings, he popped all my buttons and he ripped my blouse. He Monica Lewinsky'd all on my gown. The lyric alludes to Lewinsky's, of course, 1995 to 1997 affair with then President Bill
Well,
Clinton.
we're not taking that out.
No, we're not.
No.
Thank you.
No.
That stays on Partition. That's our jam.
The lyric
too.
stays.
Yeah.
I don't even understand about that other one either.
With Khalees.
From Khalees, Milkshake.
The
Yeah.
other one too. I don't understand none of them.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I didn't
Khalees was really
understand.
upset. She felt that they disrespected
Yeah.
her. She's been beefing with Pharrell, who actually produced Milkshake. So
Mhm.
it was a big old social media rant. So Beyonce just
Probably a wonderful girl and all this, but sometimes we don't make the best decisions. Sometimes them rants could have just turned into a phone call and a business decision.
A check. Yeah.
You know.
yeah.
I don't even think it was Beyonce.
Yeah,
Sound like.
Beyonce wasn't. Mhm.
But you know what Beyonce did was, okay, cool. Take it out. I don't want to hear it.
Clear.
Click.
Yeah. Well, let's get to this. In other entertainment news, Wendy Williams reportedly is not married, despite her claims. Speaking to Hollywood Unlocked founder Jason Lee, Wendy claimed that she secretly married a New York Police Department officer named Henry. However, Henry. However, her rep William Selby, I should say, has denied this claim and said Wendy is not married. Wendy also claims that she is still having financial problems and her American Express is cut off. So Wendy is not married to Henry.
Y'all heard somebody Henry? Who was Henry?
It's just an NYPD officer.
Last thing I heard about was her feet hurt. I ain't heard nothing about no Henry.
Oh, yeah.
No, that wasn't the last thing. The last thing was like she was ready.
Yeah. So,
that was the last thing.
So she's not married. So she just got carried away when she was talking.
She and Henry are not married. No.
We don't even know Henry yet. This too soon for somebody else. We don't know Henry.
Henry who?
Yeah.
It's just Henry. Just Henry. Wendy and Henry are not sitting in a tree.
Okay.
You talking about Henry Dixon working Nordstrom's? What you talking about?
No, he's an NYPD officer, okay? He's an officer of the law. All right. Well, finally, in trending national news, the monkeypox outbreak has now grown into a problem serious enough for President Biden to appoint a national monkeypox response coordinator. A national monkeypox response coordinator. All right. His name is Robert Fenton. He's a former FEMA administrator who has previously led multiple disease prevention and response operations. He will lead the fight against monkeypox, which now has more than 6,000 cases reported in the U.S., mostly in major cities like New York and San Francisco. Fenton and his team will focus on increasing the availability of tests, vaccinations, and treatments. So there you go.
Oh, this is real monkey business. This is serious.
Say anything.
No pun intended.
Really?
No pun intended.
Say anything.
Oh, I think it was.
I'm out of sicknesses myself. I just don't know what they want now.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Just had
isn't it?
COVID. Now you got monkeypox.
Yeah.
I'm trying my best. I hope I don't get that. Oof.
And
We don't want none
yeah.
of it. We don't want
Yeah.
none of it. But if they start doing those press conferences, remember the daily
Every day, the
briefings?
updates.
Yeah, like Fauci, Dr. Fauci had
4:30
to do.
every Friday, every day.
Oh, no. I hope we don't
Steve,
have to go back to
yeah.
Do
Is
the
this a
monkeys
job
know?
you could handle, Steve?
yeah.
I know you have a lot of jobs. National
Ain't no
monkeypox.
doubt about it.
response coordinator.
Matter of fact, I'd love to be the dude to come on every day.
Really?
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Ladies and
The
gentlemen.
National Monkeypox Response
Ladies and
Coordinator,
gentlemen,
Steve
here
Harvey.
we are with the days the MPR is what we're gonna call it, the monkeypox report. And here's your monkeypox reporter,
Okay.
Jack Riller. I'm gonna even have a monkey name, Jack Riller. Hi, everybody. I'm Jack Riller, and here's today's monkeypox report. Just want to report there were 8 new cases of monkeypox today. Nowhere near me, so I'm just fine with it. Monkeypox, in case you haven't heard, is a contagious disease that's spread by touch. It's unsightly, ungodly amount of bumps that come on your body. The only place that this is alarming is when they show up on your damn face. My suggestion is if you get monkeypox, stay your ass at the house. Don't come up to the hospital because we ain't taking nobody in up there because you can't come up in there and infect everybody else. Monkeypox, we don't know what it is, where it come from, where it's going, or who got it, and what the cure is. So that's the report today. Good luck. Have a nice day out there, and stay away from the monkeys.
We'll see you tomorrow.
That's
All right.
the same report from yesterday.
Yeah, that's what it's going to be.
Coming up 20 minutes after the hour, we'll talk about late country star Naomi Judd right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Country star Naomi Judd, if you recall, died back in April, and now a new report claims that she didn't leave any of her estate to her 2 daughters, Winona and Ashley. Radar Online reports that Naomi's husband, Larry Strickland, who she wed back in 1989, has been named executor of her estate, leaving him total control of her fortune. And if he ceases or fails to serve, she chose her brother-in-law. Naomi's estate is set to be worth about $25 million. Yeah. And rumor has it that her daughter Winona is upset with her mother's decision, especially because as a co-member of the Judds, Winona believes that she was a major force behind her mother's success. So there you go.
Let me get this out right now. right here, right now.
What?
Please tell me, Unc, I am the executive of the state. What? Go ahead, Unc.
I was just getting ready to ask Steve that.
It don't. Go ahead. Because I know I'm in control of.
You got everything in order, Steve?
I just want to say this, dog. I ain't trying to hurt you.
Who you talking to? Tommy? Tommy?
Yeah.
I ain't trying to hurt you. But your ass is going to be in for a major disappointment.
Are you listening, nephew?
And I don't want you to feel no kind of way about it. It's not reflective of how I truly feel about you.
Well, what is it reflective of?
Why am I not the executive of the state?
Because the executor of the will has to be somebody who is going to be there to make sure that the will and the wishes of the deceased is carried out.
I'm going to make sure your will and wishes is carried out.
Your what?
And that's another requirement.
First of all, the reason I didn't make you the executive, I'm really thinking I'm going to outlive your ass. Why would I make you the damn executive and you ain't even going to be here?
You guys 10 years apart, right?
We 10 years apart. But all these pranks and stuff, somebody going to kick it.
Well, what did you leave Tommy? Is Tommy in there at all? He's not the
in there.
No. Wait. Can Tommy even say the word? Let's start there.
No,
ahead,
Tommy has
ask
another
your
problem
questions.
because you ain't going to believe what I left Tommy.
Tell us.
You want to be the executor of something he can't even say.
I
Go
can
ahead.
be the executive of the wheel. What?
See? What? You say what?
And
Craziness.
any of his well wishes, I'm under control of it. What?
You leave him, Mark? What you leave him?
I left you all my shoes.
You're too big.
Your shoes don't fit me.
Well, at least you finally admitted that.
I don't want your damn shoes. You want something?
You ain't going to be able to fill them, so that's why I left them.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time to check Steve's voicemail. And if you want to leave Steve a message, all you have to do is call us 877-29-STEVE. The first caller is from Mississippi, Steve. Her name is Phoebe.
Hi, Steve. This is Phoebe from Mississippi. I just wanted to tell you how much I admired your response to Will Smith's apology. You reminded us of grace and mercy and forgiveness, the importance of it. You know, one thing that I want to shout out strong black men is that you show us your strength and your resilience, especially to get back up even after struggles and disappointments. And your testimony each day proves that you can fall, but it's important to get back up. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you for being such a great example of that. The pressures that we see and feel each day is very real, but you have shown us how important it is to never give up. Thank you.
Well, that was nice, Phoebe.
Nice.
Yeah. Very nice.
I'm glad, too, because that's one of the things that I do try to be transparent about is the failure part of life. And the resiliency that we have and the forgiveness that God has. That's a really important part of my life, man, because it kills me when people talk about success like they've always had it. And they just talk about life from the standpoint of being successful. Man, nobody want to hear that. Man, people need to know how to win when it look like you losing. They got to know how to get up when you done fail. You know, they got to know how to get over after you've been under. That's what people really need to know. I'm just appreciate that. All right, Shirley, thank you.
All right. This caller is from Atlanta. Mr. Fowler is his name.
Steve Harvey, this is James Fowler. Steve Harvey, I went to Chris Rock concert, and I saw this lady, and she was a really beautiful, nice lady. She had me to take a picture of her and her friend. I don't know if that was her old man or what. But anyway, I sure would like to meet her again. My daughter was escorting me through the building to get my wristband for the show. But anyway, and I didn't get a chance to really talk to her and get her phone number or whatever. But help me with this dilemma on hopefully maybe finding out where I can find her or who she is. All right. Thank you so much. Please help me with this dilemma.
What?
Hey, dog, is you out your damn mind? Dog, here's what we working with. You took a picture for a lady that somebody was taking you through the audience to get your wristband.
His daughter, he said.
Chris Rock
You don't
concert.
know who you was at Chris Rock concert. You don't know who the lady is, who you was taking a picture of. You don't know if that's her man. What? How do we start the search? I mean, dog, we wasn't even there. Dog, you ain't gave us no colors. You ain't gave us no about how old the lady name was, how old she was, what she have on, how many of them was it, where you was at. Was it before the show? Was it after the show? Was it during the show? Was you in the back? Was you down front? Was you sitting next to her? What did you have a conversation with her? You don't know her damn name.
But Steve, that just lets you know how much he believes in you and what you can do.
James.
In Atlanta. He's in the A.
Yeah.
Come on.
Mr. Fowler.
Oh, you're in Atlanta. Okay.
So,
If anybody out there had a man named James Fowler take a picture of you at the Chris Rock concert, and he was with his daughter trying to get a wristband, and he took your picture, and he sure wants to know who you are. Call us at 877-29-STEVE and leave an email.
There you go.
I am the woman he's looking for, and we did have this man take one, and he was a very interesting looking man.
How do you know that? You've never seen him?
I'm just saying.
Based on the call? Based on the call?
I'm just trying to generate some leads. Right now, we have nothing. If this was on 48 hours, he'll be getting free. Ain't nowhere in the world we're going to be able to run this down.
All right. All right. Hopefully that'll help. Coming up next, it is the nephew with today's prank phone call right after this. Steve is so stupid.
James!
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after, it's my strawberry letter for today. This subject, I picked him up and they're still lying. We'll find out what that means because we have no idea right after this. But
you think we're gonna stop lying though? Well,
no. We're
gonna stop lying just because you picked us up.
We'll find out what it means in just a few. Interesting letter though. Right now, it is the nephew's turn. He's here with today's prank phone call. What you got for us, Neff?
Let me check, Shirley. We're gonna go into the archives. Real stupid. Over the top stupid. Yeah, my whole filing cabinet is amazing. Stupid, real stupid, over the top stupid, amazingly stupid. And then there's just no turning back stupid. Now I'm trying to figure out where which cabinet I want to go to. Over the top.
It's a tough choice, isn't it?
No turning back stupid. Real stupid. We're going to do real stupid.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Real stupid. Let's see. A, B, C, D. We're going to the P's. To the P section. Pizza delivery. Pizza delivery.
Your file system is amazing. I know that.
Yeah.
Boy, let me tell you, these cabinets are something else, Jimmy. These are real cabinets. You understand?
Yeah. He said we going to the P's.
They mobile, but it's a lot of them. Okay. But we in the P section.
Okay.
It's in a folder, and it's pizza delivery. Pizza delivery. Cat dog, if you would.
No pizza. May I help you?
Hello, I'm trying to order pizza.
Okay, can you hold for me, please?
All right.
Okay, sorry about that, sir. Can I take your order?
Yeah, I need to order 10 pizzas.
You want 10 pizzas? And what kind of crust was that going to be?
I need 6.
Gotcha. You talk up for me, please.
I need 6 cheese pizzas. 6 cheese pizzas on thin crust.
What kind of crust was that again?
Thin.
6 cheese, thin crust pizzas. And do you want any other toppings on that, sir?
No, I need 2 meat lovers.
What was that again? Can you speak up a little bit? I'm really having a hard time hearing you.
I need 2 meat lovers.
2 meat lovers, is that?
Yes, 2 meat lovers.
2 meat lovers pizza. Okay, and what kind of crust would you like on that, sir?
That's thick crust.
You said you want a thin crust on that?
Thick.
Sir, I'm having a really hard time hearing you. Can you speak up for me?
I need 2 meat lovers with thick crust.
Thick crust. Okay.
All right, and then the last is 2 veggies on thin crust.
2 bed sheets?
Veggies.
2 veggies. 2 veggies on the thick crust.
Do y'all deliver to gated community?
Okay, can you hold for a second for me, please, sir? Okay, sorry about that, sir. Okay, can I get your phone number?
342-689.
Okay, I heard 342-689, but I didn't get the rest of those numbers. Can I get an area code or?
No, my number 342-689.
Okay, I need to get the whole 7 digits and the area code so that we can put you in the computer to try to find your location.
I told you my number. My number is 342-689.
Okay, sir. Let me get my manager on the phone. Excuse me, wait. There's a phone. He's giving me like 6 numbers. That's fine.
I'll take care of it. Sir, how are you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing great.
All right, I ordered 10 pizzas, 6 cheese pizzas, 2 meat lovers, and 2 veggies. I'm trying to see do y'all have a problem delivering to a gated community?
Oh, not at all. We deliver to a gated community all the time. Let me just get a number for you and an address.
Right, my number 342-689.
Sir, that's only 6 digits. We need 7 digits. Well, actually, your area code plus your 7 digits.
Okay, I don't. If you just leave it with the guard, he'll make sure I get it.
No, sir, I don't think you understand. I need to have a phone number where I can call you. We can go in and out of the gate. That's not a problem. When I get there, I want to deliver directly to you.
You can't go in and out that gate. Shh, listen, you can't go in and out that gate.
Sir, I'm sorry, I can't hear you. Can you speak up some?
Okay, I'm trying to get 10 pizzas delivered, and you just drop it off with the guard.
Sir, I understand what you're saying. I'm trying to deliver the pizza to you directly. The guard is not who's getting the pizza, right? I'm delivering it.
Well, he gonna pay you. I'm cool with the guard. He gonna pay you.
Okay. Well, where are you located? Let's do this. Where are you located?
I'm in Angola.
Angola?
Angola.
Where's Angola?
Angola. Y'all don't know Angola? I'm in Angola.
Angola, Louisiana?
The penitentiary.
Huh? So we can't deliver pizza to Angola penitentiary?
Look, I ordered 10 pizzas from her. 6 cheese pizzas, 2 meat lovers, and 2 veg. Look, I can't be on this phone too much longer.
Listen, sir, I know what you're saying, but we're not delivering to Angola. Do you know where we're located? You got to call somebody. We're in Dallas. Look, you got to call somebody in Angola, Louisiana.
Look, I'm trying to get these 10 pizzas. Look, I'm not finna go back and forth with you.
Exactly, and I'm not going to go back and forth with you either. We are unable to deliver this pizza to you, okay?
Why?
Because you are in the penitentiary, sir. No one delivers pizza to people in the penitentiary.
People in the penitentiary can't order pizza?
No, sir, they cannot. We do not deliver to the penitentiary. And then we're in Dallas. Do you know how long it would take to get pizza to Angola?
I don't give a Let me tell you, okay, who the manager there?
I am the manager. You're speaking with the manager.
What's your name?
Never mind what my name is. Just know that I'm the manager.
Okay, let me say this to you, since you're the manager there. If I don't get no pizzas here tonight, when I get out in 3 years, I'm coming down there and I'm going to you up.
So who the you think you talking to? You ain't going to me up. In 3 years, I won't be here. But matter of fact, I just might stay here for 3 years. So when you come back...
Let me tell you something. If y'all don't bring these pizzas to this penitentiary and get it to the guard before he get off work, then it's going to be some around here. Now, I done ordered these 10 pizzas and everybody on the cell block is waiting on them.
Sir, I don't care about you and your folk on your cell block. You are in the penitentiary, and I don't even know why you calling or you on my phone. This is a business, okay? And I have a job to do. I am not delivering pizzas to a penitentiary.
So y'all discriminating about where y'all bring pizzas at?
No, we don't discriminate, but we ain't located in Angola unless you're going to give me some petrol for my metro. I ain't coming.
Let me tell you something. I want you to remember these numbers. 342-689. If you see that spray painted on your house or that damn pizza place, then you know my and got out, and I'm looking for your 342-689.
I don't give a about 342-689 and 743. What I'm saying is your is grass if you come up here in 3 years, and guess what? Don't drop the soap.
Who you think you talking to?
That's what I said.
Who you think you talking to?
You better get off my phone.
I got one more thing to tell you before I get out in 3 years. These are the last words I'm gonna say to you.
What's that?
You listening?
Yeah, I'm listening. Say what you gotta say.
This is nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Your girlfriend got me to prank phone call you.
Oh my goodness, you got to be freaking kidding me, man. Oh my God. Oh God, this is nephew Tommy.
I'm the best ever did it, man. Best ever did it, man.
I was scared.
I love that tongue twister, though.
Yeah,
people in prison like pizza.
But I love the fact that I ain't know where this food was going. Hey,
I know.
74609. Angola.
Yeah.
Gated community. Sir, we ain't got no problem getting past the gate, but your number, though, we can't get your... Yes,
342-689.
689.
Oh, my God.
All right, nephew. Another successful one. Coming up next, it is the Strawberry Letter. Subject, I picked him up and they're still lying. Okay, we'll get into that right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now for today's Strawberry Letter. And if you need advice on relationships, dating, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to steveharveyfm.com and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now. And you never know, it could be yours.
Buckle up. Hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is, the Strawberry Letter.
What are you doing?
I'm still in Angola.
You don't need to be.
Well, get out now.
Strawberry Letter. Here we go.
Thank you, nephew. Subject, I picked him up and they're still lying. Dear Stephen Shirley, I have been married for 22 years to a fool who thinks I'm crazy. He works 2 jobs and takes great care of me, but I think he resents me because I never had children for him. At first, we agreed that we didn't want kids, but now we're almost 50 and he said he wants a son. Because of that, he has become very involved with the neighborhood friend's son. I thought he was being a good neighbor, but now I think he is using the boy to get to his mama. We've known this woman for years, and when she lost her husband 3 years ago, our small community was there for her and her kids. She has an 8-year-old son and a 5-year-old daughter. My husband and I kept the kids a few times in the past, and recently, my husband has tutored the boy in math, and he even bought an Easter suit for him this year. A week ago, my husband asked me if it was okay for him to paint this lady's daughter's bedroom. I did not mind, but I thought it was random because my husband is not a painter. That day, he was at her house for hours, and I didn't call to bother him. That evening, the lady called me and said that my husband was really sick and needed to go to the ER. I rushed to her house, and my husband was laid out on the floor in his boxers, undershirt, and footies. He was slurring and slobbering, and I knew right off that he wasn't sick, he was drunk. She wanted him gone before her kids got home, and she couldn't move him. She said he took his clothes off because he couldn't breathe. A neighbor had to help him get him into the car. My husband has been sleeping on our couch since then, and they swear that nothing sexual happened. Why are they lying? Should I send him back over to her house? Well, if you listen to this show, you would know there are lies that Steve respects and approves of, and then there are just some really, really stupid lies, okay? Saying he was in his boxers and his undershirt and his footies because he couldn't breathe was just a stupid lie. It was just dumb. The only reason for him to be almost all the way dressed over some other woman's house after he had been there all day is if he and the neighbor lady were doing it or about to do something before you got there. I mean, they're playing house over there. He wasn't painting the daughter's room. You never even mentioned that again. I guess it was a shock of seeing him drunk, laid out on the floor and in his underwear that made you forget all about that. And yes, there is a difference between being drunk and sick, and you know your husband. I'm shocked that she called you, but I do believe you're right. She desperately needed him out of the house before the kids got home. And she definitely needed some help getting him out of there. So a neighbor helped. Well, I got to ask you, now that he's home, what are you going to do? You let him stay over her house all day, supposedly painting her daughter's room and not even checking on him all day, for hours. You just can't leave your man over some other woman's house and not contact him. You should have gone over there to see what was going on. Now you're asking if you should send him back. Well, not unless you want the same thing to happen all over again. And until you figure out whether you're staying in this marriage, what you're going to do, he needs to stay on that couch and stay his butt at home, period. Steve?
I picked him up and they're still lying. This is a really, really weird letter, man.
It is.
Kind of crazy, really. This couple been married 22 years. Now she say to a fool who thinks I'm crazy. Well, how did this marriage last 22 years to a man who is a fool and to a man who thinks you crazy? He got 2 jobs, take great care of me, but I think he resents me because I never had children for him. At first we agreed we didn't want kids, but now we're almost 50 and he wants a son. You all agree, but he never stopped wanting kids. Okay, cool. All right, because of that, he has become very involved with the neighborhood friend's son. I thought he was being a good neighbor, but now I think he's using the boy to get to his mama. Well, I think it's both. I think he's also using the mama to get to the boy. Now, but we've known this woman for years, and when she lost her husband 3 years ago, our small community was there for her and her kid. Now, when you say lost her husband 3 years ago, does that mean death? Is that how y'all see it in the letter?
Yes, Steve.
He died?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Or she could have lost him to another woman or something like that. I
It means
know.
death.
Okay, well, he died. Died. So, and the community and everybody was there for her. She got an 8-year-old son, 5-year-old daughter. My husband and I kept the kids a few times in the past, and your husband tutored the boy in math, and he's even bought an Easter suit for him this year. I think that's pretty good of the man. I like that. A week ago, my husband asked if it was okay for him to paint this lady's daughter's bedroom. Now, this is where it gets interesting, because to even know that the daughter's bedroom needs painting, a pretty extensive conversation has been had. Because you can tutor the boy in math and you can buy an Easter suit. What that got to do with the girl bedroom needing painting?
Hang on, Steve. Hang on. We'll come back with part 2 of your response at 23 minutes after the hour. Today's Strawberry Letter subject, I picked him up and they're still lying. We'll get back into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, come on, Steve. Let's recap today's Strawberry Letter. The subject is, I picked him up and they're still lying.
Well, this lady and man been married for over 22 years. She thinks the man is a fool, and for thinking she's crazy. He always wanted a son. She thinks there's some resentment because she couldn't have children for him. He's fallen and taken to this neighbor's son. The woman lost her husband 3 years ago. She's got an 8-year-old boy, 5-year-old daughter. And he's kind of taken to the boy, tutored him in math and all this here, and bought him an Easter suit. And she says in the letter that I think he's using the boy to get to his mama, when I think it's him using the mama to get to the boy. And it may be a package deal here that they're working on. You've kept the kids a few times and, all this here. A week ago, your husband said, is it okay for him to paint this lady's daughter's bedroom? Now, that's a conversation, y'all. I've had a conversation with a lot of women in my life, and painting their baby's bedroom ain't ever come up.
Okay.
Ever.
That part.
I'm telling you, there was some extensive conversations coming up. Some type of trade-off, some type of deal, something of value. I need my daughter's bedroom painted. That's the only way that can come up. And then the lady said, he asked if it was okay. I didn't mind, but I thought it was random because my husband is not a painter. Yeah, but you ain't her though. See, we a whole lot of things when we got to be. Now, to get over to your house requires that I become a painter.
That's what it is.
I'm going down here to Lowe's. And I'm gonna work through some stuff. I'm gonna come back with the little plastic. I'm gonna come back with the can of paint, the brushes, the roller pen, the pan. I'm gonna come back with a stir stick.
Right.
I'm gonna come back with some tape, that blue tape, so I can mask off the edges. Oh, I'm finna learn. I'm gonna go on YouTube and I'm gonna paint this damn room.
Yes.
Well, the day came, he was at our house for hours. And I didn't call to bother him. And that evening, the lady called me and said that my husband was really sick and needed to go to the ER. Now, this was all, we had to work through this now. I rushed to her house. My husband was laid out on the floor in his boxers, undershirt, and footies. He was slurring and slobbering, and I knew right off he wasn't sick because she'd been with him 22 years. Right. He was drunk. She wanted him she wanted him gone before her kids got home and she couldn't move him. She said she took his clothes off because he couldn't breathe. Do you know how hard it is to get a man's clothes off? And what that got to do with breathing?
Yeah.
He was breathing when he had them on, when he walked his ass over there. He was breathing when he was painting that damn house. Now all of a sudden, why he got to be half naked to breathe?
Don't get it.
A neighbor had to help us get him in the car. My husband has been sleeping on our couch since then. They swear nothing sexual happened. Why are they lying? Should I send him back over to her house? Well, I don't know what you should do. I really don't. I don't have an answer for this. But I'm going to tell you something that I do know. That drinking and painting don't mix. This much I do know. There is no reason to try to drink and stay in them lines. It is no reason to try to drink and think you ain't gonna get that paint on that damn tree.
Okay.
There is no way you can line that tape up and your ass is drinking. There is no desire to paint after you've been drinking. Painting is physical labor. Drinking to the point where he drunk where his speech is slurred. He done had too much.
Thought he was painting.
Well, he was over there. There was no paint on him.
Exactly.
The daughter's bedroom still ain't need no paint. The whole paint in the daughter's bedroom was a lie. So now she got to get him out of here because they been drinking. He drank too much. And now he done fell out. She got to get him out of here for that. And to taking his clothes off. Do you know how hard it is for a woman to pick a man up and take his clothes off? You know how hard that is. He took them clothes off himself. He was ready, but he didn't understand the rules of drinking. When you are drinking and you start to feel something, that is the time to stop drinking and start consuming water. If you continue to drink after you first feel something, the rest of that liquor ain't hit the blood system.
That's the man who does not drink.
And that's why I don't drink, because I've watched my brother my entire life. And I'm an expert at it. And I know when it's coming. I see the slide. So good luck with your marriage, lady, whatever.
And now coming up at 46 minutes after the hour, we got Sports Talk with Junior right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, here we go. It's Junior and Sports Talk. What you got, Junior?
All right, Shirley. Well, another investigation has come to a close. The Miami Dolphins owner, Stephen Ross, was suspended through October 17th of this year for tampering. Okay, I said tampering. Not the claim of tanking the games that Brian Flores said they were doing, but no, he was suspended for tampering. What he was doing was trying to get Tom Brady to come play for the Miami Dolphins and then have Sean Payton, who was the head coach of the New Orleans Saints, come coach. So that is what he was. Yeah, he was working on in the background. No, that's a good start.
I ain't mad at him.
Talking to him, but he was suspended and he was fined $2 million total. Brian Flores said it's a shame that the whole investigation of tanking was minimized in this whole thing. But you know what? Just like you said, these NFL owners just do what they want to do. $2 million don't bother him. This ain't taking them no lesson. I'd ask Tom again for $2 million.
Well, they're not gonna allow the tanking to go on because that discredits the Shield and ruins the image of the league. So they're not gonna do that.
They're not going to say nothing about it. Well, also, football is back tonight.
Talking about that Shield. They didn't beat that Shield up.
That Shield holding strong. That Shield stronger than the one Captain America carried. You
Boy,
hear me?
that NFL Shield.
Understand.
You better shut up.
They done tarnished that Shield so bad.
Man. Well, football is back tonight. The NFL Hall of Fame game, the Jacksonville Jaguars against the Las Vegas Raiders, happening 2 nights. So football will be
Ain't nobody
back.
watching that.
Ain't nobody gonna really watch it. Don't nobody really even care. Wow. About the Hall of Fame game. It's just it's all based around the Hall of Fame. But this is what I have a problem with, Uncle. And let's just get to this. It came out that Tiger Woods was offered $700 to $800 million to play on the live golf circuit. Okay. I think what he did, he turned it down. Do you think that is admirable? That he turned down $700 to $800 million.
You ride with the PGA. Yeah.
Okay.
You got to turn that down.
$700 to $800 million.
He turned it down because
he got a couple $100 million, dog.
A couple $100 million. Tiger Woods is a billionaire.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well,
that's how
really
you can walk away from it. I'm not.
Yeah. Now,
I'm over there playing golf.
Say, come on.
I'm doing Family Feud in Saudi. I'm doing the radio show from Saudi. I'm doing the golf commentating from Saudi. The Miss Universe will be in Saudi. $700-800 million.
That's what I said. You turn on that live golf tournament.
I never fly back over here.
I promise you. I'm not even taking golf carts. I'm riding camel hole to hole. That's what I'm on.
All right, Junior. Thank you.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve. So here's a discussion we saw on Facebook. It was from Ben, one of our white listeners. Ben wrote, "Since when is not lying a bad thing? After 7 years of marriage, my wife just up and decided she wanted to talk about our numbers. She blurted out that she was with 6 dudes before me and is embarrassed because she thinks that's a lot. In my younger days, I was in several bands and did more than my fair share of hooking up with eager music lovers. Needless to say, she was mad when I refused to answer and pissed when I finally said I had no idea that it was easily over 100. Now she says she doesn't even know me. Yeah, he says
Why
it
did
was
you
easily
get that
over
number,
100.
man?
God,
She says she doesn't even know me now and is angry that I didn't lie to her. What the hell? Is there any fixing this?
Dog, I don't even know why you even got into that. I have told you it is best to lie. I tell women that. Women, your number is 3.
All the time.
Fellas.
So should he have gone like to 10 just to make her feel good about her
I
6?
wouldn't have gave no number.
So you've never given a number in your
hell
relationship?
no. Because it's staggering.
Yeah.
Shocking.
Unthinkable.
Shocking.
It's unthinkable.
Is this with money or without or both?
Both.
Both.
Yeah, don't matter.
Oh, it was some great no money days now. What?
Okay.
What?
Don't hate
Let
on
me
those
tell you
days.
something. Hey,
Sure was better
jokes,
with it though.
These jokes work now.
Okay.
Boy, let me
all
tell
right.
you something. It's no way. It's no way.
So now the
Not
wife is
really.
mad that he didn't lie to her, and he wants to know, can he fix this?
What can he do to fix it?
Bye.
Come up with another
Dog, I would
lie.
just come up there and just say, baby, look, can I be honest with you? You know good and hell well I ain't been with no 100 women.
Okay. Change.
Oh, you gonna
Over.
fix that? Okay.
Yeah, that's the
Easily
line you
over.
need.
I was just really trying to be, man, I don't even know why I said that, because it ain't even close to that.
I don't even know you. I don't know you.
And you're right, you don't.
I don't
You really
know
don't.
you.
Well, I'm
Who are
baby.
these 100? Who are they?
Okay, but hold up. I just told you I was in a band on the road now.
Yeah, several bands.
So you sing and then you go do it? How,
The
who
people out
are
there
they?
love the music. They be pointing at you. What you want me to do?
Pointing at you.
I be playing, be making eye contact. They be just looking at me, pointing at me.
That's all it takes.
You know, I had that long hair.
Yeah, long hair.
Yeah.
Then they all
Sherman.
coming up to me after the show. What I'm supposed to do?
Sherman,
Flat
I want to
stomach.
know who the 100 is. I want
His name is Tim.
Well,
Start with the A's.
100?
all right then.
100?
You play a great
All right,
woman,
then.
Tommy.
He does. He's good.
30 of them is your friends.
Pull yourself
I don't
together,
even know
lady.
you.
One of I'm just you. I can't hold it no more.
Okay.
One of them was your sister.
Vanessa! Vanessa?
Tammy.
Oh, shit.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Tammy and Vanessa. Yeah.
The twins.
The twins.
And then you remember that night your mama came to the show?
Oh, you're not gonna do it.
Yeah.
My mama.
Right.
So,
Mama
so
dog.
seriously, Steve, tell Ben how he can fix it.
He just have to go back in there and say, I just made up a number, but I didn't think you'd take it this far.
Can he flip it back on her about the 6? Let's talk about this 6.
Yeah, get off of
No.
this.
Do
Don't
I
do
know
that,
any
dog.
one of these 6? I bet not know 'em.
No,
I
don't do
bet
that.
not to know 'em.
Don't
Don't
try
do
to
that.
flip it. No, sir.
Uh-huh.
Don't flip it on the women because they brilliant. Oh, we flipping now? Oh, we flipping? Okay.
Let's flip this 100.
So Ben has to come up with another lie to cover up with the truth, to cover
Yeah.
the truth that he told her. Okay.
That's what you get
All
for
right.
telling the truth.
More of the Steve Harvey Morning Show coming up at 20 minutes after the hour, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
You know, there is such a thing as August blues now that we're in the month of August. So I got to ask you, do you have the August blues? Well, if you do, you're not alone. It seems August is a downer month for many people because it signals that summer is ending. For some, that means the end of summer fun. For others, it makes them aware that summer is almost over and they didn't go on vacation or do any of the fun things that they wanted to do all summer.
Yep.
Others are overwhelmed by back to school, back to work, back to reality, scrambling and scheduling. So the question is, does anybody have the August blues on this show? You guys kind of feeling that
not
a
one
little bit?
No.
You're feeling good about this month?
No,
feel good about everything.
my August is just like my November, so hell,
What does that
Yeah.
mean?
And what? Yeah,
What
huh?
does that mean?
my ass is working.
That's
you got
all
the
I'm
blues.
saying.
Yeah, summer ain't over and I'm finna go back to school. Hell, I'm at work.
Yeah. Yeah. So you got the blues, huh, Steve?
I
I
don't
got
really
the
have the blues. Because I'm grateful, man. I'm working.
I know that's
Absolutely.
right.
And so I
Absolutely,
ain't got
yeah.
the blues.
That's a good point.
I had the blues, though.
When?
Living in that car, my ass had permanent blues.
Facts.
But look at you now. Look at
I'm
you now.
so tired of living out here. I'm so tired of being scared. Won't you help me, Lord? Let me live somewhere.
Coming up at 33 minutes after the hour, we'll play a round of Would You Rather right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, it is time now, guys, for a round of Would You Rather. Would you rather have shark teeth or no teeth?
Y'all. Y'all. All of them on top of each other.
Yeah.
Y'all.
Sure.
I'm not finna do them gums, man. I'm not finna do it.
Your mouth just raggedy.
Y'all.
Holding good
triple
conversation.
Flossing, just jagged.
Steve?
I'm gonna have them ragged ass teeth.
Yeah.
But I'm not finna have no teeth.
You would look crazy, Steve, with no teeth.
Wait a minute, with these big ass lips, smile and nothing? Dog, you know how big my mouth actually is? If you take my teeth out of them, God, dog, that's a hell of a hole, boy.
All right. Moving on to, would you rather marry the most attractive person you've ever met, or would you rather marry the best cook you've ever met?
Oh, hell no.
Most attractive.
Yeah, most attractive.
I'm not gonna just sit there and get fat with that other person.
Hell, I can cook my damn self. I don't need.
Sitting up here, you can cook, but I can't stand to look at you. What are you talking about?
Yeah. The most attractive thing about you come on a plate.
Man, please.
Man. Every time, this is beautiful.
Presentation.
Hey, man. Hey, who the big crazy ass looking lady in your kitchen? You like the food, don't you?
My wife, dog. Don't say nothing about my wife.
Yeah, that's an argument.
Just eat the chicken, man.
It's delicious.
Got some Carlton finna come out here, gonna shut your mouth. Now, ask me nothing else about her.
Yeah.
Baby, help with them yams now. In here asking questions about your looks.
Yeah. Oh, man. That's true.
We didn't say she was rough looking. We just said
got
she's
to
the
make
best
love
cook
with
you
cake
ever
in the
met.
bed. You got to feed me for me to make love to you.
Come on, Shirley, one more.
Would you rather spend every weekend indoors or spend every weekend outdoors? Which one?
Oh, outdoors.
Outside.
Yeah, I knew Steve would be outdoors.
Outdoors, man.
Oh, that's simple.
Yeah.
Outdoors?
That's
Golf,
a good one.
fish,
All right,
and
would you rather
barbecue.
work the... yeah.
Go ahead,
All right,
Shirley.
last one. Would you rather work the job you have now for a year at double your current rate of pay, or have 1 year off with what you're making now? That's interesting.
I'm gonna double
Hell
that money.
yeah. Hell no. Give me
not gonna
that
take
year
off?
off with what I'm making now.
Uh-huh.
I ain't got to come in here and I get the same check.
For a whole
Or I
year.
can work for a year and get double.
Uh-huh.
Man, I'm off. Bye.
All right, that's today's round of Would You Rather. Thanks, guys. Coming up at 49 minutes after the hour, our last break of the day and closing remarks from the one and only Steve Harvey right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, here we are, our last break of the day. Wow, it went by pretty quickly, and it was a fun day.
Yeah, Thursday.
Thanks to all our listeners, who join us every morning. We appreciate you so much. We really do.
I'm not over your affairs. That bothers me.
What are you talking
Oh,
about?
you're not. Oh, over.
You know, earlier we talking about his
the will,
and
the will.
I'm not.
You want to be the executor of his estate.
Yes, and I don't understand why I'm not that.
Because,
that
Tommy,
makes no sense.
I don't know
I'm
why
the
you
closest to you in our family. I'm the closest to you. What?
Tommy,
What?
I'm planning on being here a long time. And at the rate you doing these pranks, I don't see you making it.
You don't want to be tied to that, Steve.
I don't want to be tied to you, though. 'Cause somebody gonna warm your ass.
We tell you this every year.
I'm the
Tom.
best there ever was. I'm the best that ever done it.
Mm-hmm.
How you feel me now, huh? Huh? Huh?
Wow.
All right,
Hey,
so
Steve,
don't
I have
worry
a-
about that.
I have a
Go
question.
ahead. Uh-huh.
With all the things that you do, you know, all your jobs and all that stuff, how do you find time for yourself and to maintain your happiness and to, you know, how do you find time for all
You
of
know
that?
what? It's really, really hard, and it's really it's a constant developing process.
Mhm.
Because as busy as I am, I actually have the nerve to add stuff to that.
Yeah.
You know, meetings, proposals, new opportunities, travel. And so what I have to do is I have to constantly evolve, because as I keep moving my schedule around, I'm getting older.
Yeah.
And it's becoming more difficult because the fast twitch muscles I used to have, they don't twitch as fast no more.
Oh.
So like I used to run up all the steps. Now, I walk up the steps, Remember when you just go down the steps when you was young, how fast you went down steps?
Yeah.
I take my time down each step now. My sons come blowing by me on the step.
Yeah, because falling is not an option.
No.
It's not an option.
And so it's even now I'm having to redo my schedule for next year. And I try to handle with as many projections as I can. Like right now, I'm planning 2023. I'm already planning 2023, my work schedule for 2023.
As you should.
I'm not. That's how you try to get ahead of it and go. So that's basically, it's very difficult, but I try to steal moments every day.
For yourself.
I don't, but it's hard. Carla?
I have a question. So when you're in a bad mood, is there someone or something that can just instantly make it better for you? Who is
Why
that,
is we
or
just
what is
asking him questions? I'm sitting right here.
Because in the closing remarks, because these are my closing remarks, and instead of doing closing remarks, I sometimes do closing questions.
Oh, okay.
And if you notice that there's a level of seriousness to these questions, they not finna ask your ass.
So tell me, how does it feel to
because people be really wanting answers. But when I get in a mood, it's really, I'm gonna be honest with you, and this is a bad thing. I really don't have anybody that I can call to snap me out the bad mood. I mean, and that's real. Not even my wife at times, because if I call her to tell her what's wrong, I'm now burdening her with it, because we tied together. And one of my main things that I try not to do is dump all the weight that's on me onto her. Because heavy is the head that wears the crown. I happen to have the king crown on.
Yes, sir. Okay.
The queen crown is big enough. She got enough to deal with. So I oftentimes can't go to her because, I don't want to put what's on me on her.
Right.
And now instead of picking me up and pepping me up, I got to relive it, explain it. Probably going to hear some stuff I don't want to hear.
That goes with the territory, yes.
And so I find prayer is really the bailout thing for me.
Call on Jesus.
And then I have this wonderful gift that I've been given, in that I have the ability to make myself laugh. And I tell audiences all the time, you got to laugh every day. But the average person doesn't laugh every day. And what I found out, in order to laugh every day, you're going to have to start laughing at some stuff you ain't posting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And that's the key.
Yeah.
All right.
Sure.
Can I ask, Steve, can I ask your nephew a question? He wants us to ask him a question.
Yeah, you got 30 seconds. Go ahead.
Nephew,
We ain't got
how
but
does
30
it feel?
seconds.
That's all you need. Go ahead.
How does it feel to be Steve's nephew?
Bam, there you go.
There you go.
It's very challenging.
Is it?
Very, very challenging.
For him.
It's
For him.
It's emotional. It's a lot on me. A lot of people don't know what it takes to be this, what I've gone through.
Why
Y'all don't know my
sound
stripes.
drained? Why is it draining?
You don't know my stripes. You don't know my stripes.
Ask me how I feel to be his uncle.
How quickly? How?
I can answer it in one word.
What?
Wow.
Shame.
Shame.
All right, Steve, take us home on that note.
Yeah, shame. Y'all have a great day. Talk to God. He love to hear from you.